So guess what? I'm doing yet another 24-hour reading vlog. Yeah, it turns out my friend, she's doing basically, yeah, there is a crow outside on the balcony. You cannot attack it, you're inside. Yeah, okay. So, my friend, she's organising the Basically Readathon, and I've always wanted to participate in a Basically Readathon, but she always hosts them on Saturdays, or a lot of times she does, and I always work on Saturdays. I work as a freelancer, as an illustrator, animator, editor, filmmaker, all that sort of stuff, but I also work part-time in a vintage store, and I love my work in the vintage store. It's so much fun. I have the best colleagues, they're all creatives, but it's very tiring. Like, every time I work at the vintage store, I'm just so tired afterwards because you're standing on your feet all day. There's a lot of customers, and it's super weird to be working right now with a pandemic. You know, your girl needs to pay her rent, so I'm still going to work, but it feels sort of like, why are people vintage shopping right now? Stay at home. I'm also kind of glad they're keeping the store afloat, so it's like mixed feelings. But yeah, today I am participating in the 24-hour readathon, only I'm not doing 24 hours on accident because yesterday I worked at the vintage store and I wanted to film a little bit already before I went to sleep, but then I fell asleep at, I think, 8:30. So that's that. So yeah, I'm starting right now. It's the morning and I'm currently reading The Apocalypse of Elena Mendoza, and I'll tell you guys about it a little bit later, but it's very good so far, and I'm, I think, halfway through or something. So I'm hoping to finish that first and then pick up some other reads next, and I'll show you guys all of those reads after I have breakfast because I'm really hungry. So I did my makeup, I'm wearing this super cute dress. I got this from work. It's so cute, I'm so happy. I'm like so cottagecore right now with the hat and everything. Yeah, so I thought I'd update you guys on what I'm reading, what I'm planning to read the rest of the day, and all that type of stuff. So what I'm reading currently is The Apocalypse of Elena Mendoza by Sean David Hutchinson, and I'm reading that on my Storytel app, so on my phone. I am loving this book so far. I think I'm like 100 pages left till the end or something like that, and it's so good. How to summarize this book? It's about Elena Mendoza, who was born from a virgin mother, and this is due to some scientific thing. It's all very interesting, but that's not the point of the story. And one day she heals a friend of her that was shot down during a shooting at the Starbucks that she works in, and from this moment on, she discovers that she has healing powers and she has to sort of save the world. But at the same time, this book is really about making choices and how your choices influence your life and the lives of the people around you. And it's just, yeah, the main character is also bisexual, and this book is just so, like, it clicks so much with where I am in life right now, even though I'm not a teenager, obviously, but I also struggle with making choices, like, all the time, and it's just, yeah, it's a very good book so far. I think it'll definitely be a 5-star read, and I just love the way Sean David Hutchinson writes. He's so blunt, and he's very, like, he's rude in a way. Like, the way he writes is kind of rude. It's like, I'd say grof in Dutch, but I don't know how to translate that, but it's very good. Afterwards, I'm planning on reading the Boekenweekgeschenk for the youth, which is, like, in Holland we always have Book Week, and then that's just a week that's all about books on TV and stuff like that, and then there's always like 3 writers that write a really small novella with stories, and yeah, it really shows what's going on right now in the Dutch literary community and like which writers are hot right now amongst the youth and stuff like that. I sound like such a granny. Hot amongst the youth. But yeah, I'm really curious to see whether I like this one, and it's good for the Goodreads challenge because it's very short. And then after that, I'd really like to pick up these 2 babies. This is It Only Happens in the Movies by Holly Bourne, which is like a cute contemporary. Don't know a lot about it. My friend Sabine, she loves Holly Bourne, so that's why I picked this up. And Genuine Fraud by E. Lockhart. E. Lockhart is one of my favourite writers. And supposedly this book is told backwards, so that's really interesting to me. I think it's sort of true crime-ish. Those were all of my reads. First, I'll be reading The Apocalypse of Elena Mendoza, and I'll be making some lunch. Also, I also have some freelancing work to be doing, so I'll be doing that too. So if you see me working, that's like, I'm not doing constant reading. I'm on the last couple of pages of The Apocalypse of Elena Mendoza, and it is so good, but it's also nerve-wracking, and oh my god, I really hope everything will be okay. I'm loving this book. It's just so, like, I love the way Sean David Hutchinson like sort of weaves humour and important themes and life themes like together in his books. It's really well done. And bisexual representation and a female romance in there. Also, mystical powers. The end of the world. I love how all of his books are teenagers trying to save the world. But okay, I'll be reading on right now because I'm dying to find out what happens next. I just finished The Apocalypse of Elena Mendoza and it was so good. I really want to buy a physical copy right now because I loved it so much. Yeah, so I just might, even though I already read it. I know my Storytel subscription is so useless if I always end up buying all the books that I read on there or listen to, because, you know, that I'm still like spending double the money, but okay. I just love this book so much. Right now, I'll be doing some freelancing work, and then I'll be picking up my next read. Yay. I'm doing very good so far, so yeah. Happy. Hi, so I just finished all of the freelancing stuff that I had to do, and now I'm working a little bit on some Etsy stuff because I'm making these really cool sticker sheets, but I've been having some issues with my silhouette cutting machine, which is really stupid, but you know, that's life. I remembered that there's this novella by Alex E. Harrow who wrote The 10,000 Doors of January, which I loved, that I still really want to read, so I think this readathon is a really good time to pick up that novella because I'll finish it quickly. That's my plan for after I've done all the work I have to do today. And I'll also be packing some Etsy orders and walking them to the post office. Guys, I'm honestly so frustrated. I'm like angry. I want to throw my silhouette out of the window. It's not really going well with the sticker sheet. Like, my silhouette has some error where it keeps cutting through all of the paper, even with the right settings, and it's so annoying. I really hope I can fix it soon because I want to bring these new products to you guys so badly because I love running my Etsy shop, but this is just so frustrating. I've been texting like all afternoon with Brit. She's trying to help me out, but she had the same issue with her machine, so it's quite common. And it's very annoying. Yeah, so I just remembered there's this audiobook by Agatha Christie that I really want to listen to. It's The Strange Case of Sir Arthur Carmichael or something like that. I love mystery stories and I love Agatha Christie. And yeah, I figured if I listen to this audiobook while packing Etsy orders and whilst going to the post office, I'm still doing some reading. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. And it's also very short, so that's good. That's what I'll be listening to and I'll keep you all updated. Hi, so I just finished the audiobook. It was very weird. There was like a ghost cat and there were like people turning into animals. It was very good though. It was more like fantasy slash crime mystery, but I liked it. I gave it 3 stars. And yeah, this readathon is going pretty good so far. So right now I'm going to be heading outside to sit on my balcony because I'm still social distancing. So, you know, normally I'd go to a park or something, but right now I'm going to be sitting on my balcony. And I'll be reading a little bit more. I think I'll do the Alex E. Harrow novella first, and then afterwards I'll start in one of the 3 books that I talked about earlier. just finished A Traitor and a Half Savage by Alex E. Harrow. It was so good. I love the way Alex E. Harrow writes. It's just, she writes so lyrically. She writes like, it's beautiful. When Britt and I were texting, she asked me whether I wanted to be in the live show tonight for her readathon, so I said yes, so that's super fun and that's something that I'll be doing tonight. After finishing the Alex E. Harrow short book, I found out that there are lots of short stories on Scribd, and I currently have a free plan for Scribd. So I'm reading a bit more of those, and I'll keep you updated on which ones I read and what I thought about them later. Yeah, I just really like reading a couple of short stories right now because it's good for this readathon, good for the challenge, and also I'm doing a creative writing class, and I think it's good to read more short stories to know how they are built up and like what the difference is from books. So yeah, very helpful actually. So I've done a lot of reading today. I am super happy with myself so far. I've read 6 books already. That's crazy, I know. But I've read a lot of novellas because I found a lot of good novellas that I really wanted to read on Scribd. So I'm really happy. I'm not sponsored by Scribd. This just happened. And I'm currently reading the Dutch Book Week Gift for the Youth. Liking it so far. I'm in the 2nd story right now, and the live show with basically Britt on her channel is going to be starting in I think half an hour, so I'm just taking a little break before I go into the live show, but I thought this was also a good time to tell you guys about the books I already read. Okay, so first I read A Traitor and a Half Savage by Alex E. Harrow. I already talked about this a little bit. I really enjoyed it. It reminded me a lot of Children of Blood and Bone, and it was about a girl that lived in this land, and she sort of had magic abilities, and she helped like the colonizers instead of her own family because of money issues and difficulties, and it was really beautifully written. Only I was just like, isn't Alex E. Harrow white? So I was kind of confused about that, but it happened so that she studied something with African culture or something like that. Not sure. I enjoyed the read, but I thought that was maybe like, I don't know. I was expecting it to be own voices, but it wasn't. But it was really good, to be honest. And I love her writing. It's very lyrical and has beautiful prose, like I said before. Then I read A Burden Shared by Jo Walton, which was very short, but was also very cool. This was about some sort of, yeah, it was kind of science fiction-y, and it was about this world where people can share their pain through an app. So it's about a mother who has a daughter that has some sort of chronic illness, and she always takes over her daughter's pain. This book was really about what it means to share pain with your loved ones, how sometimes you should really choose for yourself because you can hurt others by being there, like by loaning yourself out to them too much. You also need to take care of yourself and be there for yourself in order to help others properly. I thought it was a really beautiful story, and the themes were very well thought out, and I sort of already got attached to the characters even though this was a super short book, and I also thought the world was really interesting, so that was really good, to be honest. Then I read Blue is a Darkness Weakened by Light by Meg something, I forgot. This was such a cool book. It was about this girl who was an aspiring romance writer or a novelist or something like that, and she was living in the big city, and she had this ancient vampire who was her friend that was helping her correct romance novels for the publishing company that she works for, and it was hilarious. So she and the vampire were correcting vampire novels, and it was just so much fun. The story was kind of morbid, and it was kind of, it had like this nihilistic vibe going on, but it was very funny at the same time, so I loved that. There wasn't much of a plot, to be honest, but it was really character driven, and I love it when stuff is character driven. Then I read Clover by Charlie Jane Anders, which is a novella. I think it's All the Birds in the Sky, number 1.5 or something like that. I never read All the Birds in the Sky, but I really want to because I was at the bookstore one day, and then my bookseller told me that I would probably really love that book and really love Charlie Jane Anders' writing, and I did really love her writing in this book already, so I really want to read her other book right now. But this is about cats, really, about magical cats that live with a gay couple. So good, so good. What else would you want in life? I don't know. Today has been really good in terms of reading and everything else too, really. So now I'll take a short break. I'll see you guys for the live show. Hi guys, so I just wrapped up the live show on Brett's channel and it was so much fun. And I'm also wrapping up this vlog right now because I'm really tired and I need to go to the toilet. So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed watching this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and I'm sorry this is yet another reading vlog. I promise there'll be other videos on here too.